Today we're going to dive into a really fascinating piece of history. Why the British, specifically the British East India Company, ended up landing their ships right there in Calcutta, and how that humble beginning became something truly massive. So, cast your minds back to the late 17th century. What was everyone in Europe buzzing about? Spices, textiles, exotic goods from the East. India was like this glittering jewel, bursting with resources that Europe desperately wanted. The British, like the Portuguese, the Dutch, and the French, were in this fierce competition to get a piece of that pie. They formed these massive trading companies, and the big one for Britain was, of course, the East India Company. They weren't coming to conquer initially, they were coming to trade. Now, why Calcutta specifically? Well, it wasn't called Calcutta back then, not officially anyway. It was a cluster of 3 villages, Sutanuti, Gobindapur, and Kalikata. And what made this area so attractive? The Hooghly River. This mighty river, a distributary of the Ganges, was absolutely key. It offered a deep water channel, crucial for their large trading ships. It was navigable far inland, which meant easier access to the rich hinterland of Bengal, a region famous for its silk, cotton, and other valuable goods. Think of it as the perfect logistical hub. You could bring goods from inland down the river, load them onto ships, and sail them out to sea. Simple, yet brilliant for trade. Enter Job Charnock. He was an agent for the East India Company. He'd been operating around various trading posts in Bengal, often facing political squabbles and instability with local rulers. After some back and forth and a few skirmishes, he effectively founded Calcutta. The story goes that on August 24th, 1690, he moored his ship at Sutanuti. Now, whether he actually founded it or just chose a significant spot is debated by historians. But what's clear is he saw the potential. He liked the spot because it was relatively defensible, surrounded by marshland that offered a natural barrier against potential attacks from land. Plus, there was enough space to build the infrastructure they needed for a major trading post. So, they established a factory, which wasn't a manufacturing plant, but a trading post and warehouse, and they start building. And very quickly, they realize they need protection. This leads to the construction of Fort William. Think about it. If you've got valuable goods and you're in a foreign land with shifting political alliances, you need to defend yourself. Fort William became their strong point, giving them military security and a base to operate from. This wasn't just about trade anymore. Having a fortified settlement like Calcutta gave them a tangible physical presence, a headquarters from which they could expand their influence, make alliances, and eventually dominate the region. From those initial ships docking on the Hooghly, Calcutta grew. It became a thriving port, attracting merchants and people from all over. And it became the capital of British India for a very long time, a direct result of that initial decision to set up shop there. So, in essence, the British landed in Calcutta for a combination of reasons: the immense pull of Indian goods, the perfect natural harbour and inland access provided by the Hooghly River, a strategic location chosen by figures like Job Charnock, and the eventual need for a fortified base to protect their growing commercial interests. It was the genesis of a global empire, all starting from a few ships looking for trade on a riverbank. And that, my friends, is a glimpse into why Calcutta became such a pivotal spot in the story of British colonialism in India.